Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another sneak peek video. Now, today we're going to be covering all of the balance changes, and there are a ton, a metric crap ton. That's a real thing. There's 50-something balance changes to cover. It's going to completely change the game, as well as all the new skins, like the one that you're seeing right here on screen right now. We got Snowman Tick. He's looking pretty fine. We're also going to cover some changes to the map maker that they didn't tell you about in Brawl Talk, so be sure to stick around for that because some really cool improvements, as well as some other changes in the game as well. One of them in particular, not a big fan, but we'll get there. Okay, but first off, let's take a look at the skins. Now, first off here, we have Snowman Tick. He's going to set you back 80 gems, and he will show up in your shop on or around December the 19th. So he looks pretty cool there. I don't think that he has any... oh yeah, True Gold, True Silver Tick. I don't think he has any custom winning animations. It doesn't look like he does. He's throwing little, snowman guys. Check it out, snowman heads, and the bombs kind of melt there. Very cool. I don't know if he has any kind of special super. There, here we go. And yes, it is. It's just a bigger head like the bombs that he throws, the mines that he throws. So that's very cool. Moving on to the next one, we got Holiday Party Frank, exclusive one, so if you don't pick it up during this Brawlidays, you'll have to wait till next time. It does look like he has a custom winning animation. As you can see, he's decorating the tree very efficiently, I might add. So his shots, you can see they have a little bit of ornaments there on the ground afterwards. The shockwave looks the same. Check out his super. Oh yeah, it's got a little bit more, ornaments that fly out of it. Very cool. Let's see if he has a custom losing animation now. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He tried to hide behind the Christmas tree, but he couldn't. He couldn't hide from the shame that is impending whenever you lose. Sorry, Frank. Now the Supercell Make Skin Nutcracker Gale. Let's see his winning animation right here. Here it is. He's just drumming away. Look at him go. Look at him go. Looks pretty cool. Spinning him around. He's marching. Very nice. So there you go. You can see those. It's got some little like snow or something behind it, and the animation as well. Let's check out the super. Oh, very cool. Okay, I didn't know this. This is my first time seeing it with you guys. It's a bunch of stars. That's awesome. All right, here it comes. Custom losing animation right here. Oh, he's not happy. Then he's just like, I'm gonna rage, but I'm just gonna kind of give up. Let's check out Warrior Bow. All right, here's Warrior Bow. There are no custom winning or losing animations, but the model does look really nice. I got to say, the model on this is really good. Now, you guys know that you can win him for free by entering in and winning the Duo Showdown Challenge. A little bit more information on that while we check out if he's got any custom shot animations is that your win condition for the Duo Showdown Challenge is first or second place. 12 wins before you get 4 losses, and you will be able to get this skin right here for free. And of course, if you're going to be buying any of these skins, you know what to do. Go to the shop, scroll all the way to the right, enter code LEX, and you will be supporting me, my family, this channel, and I would appreciate you guys very much. And of course, we have True Gold and True Silver skins for Daryl. There's True Gold and True Silver. We have Tara right here, True Gold, True Silver. Of course, we have Jesse, of course. True Gold, True Silver, Crow. Immediately, we'll be buying these upon release. Very nice indeed. True Silver, True Gold, Crow. So you saw in Brawl Talk that they were going to have animated pins for 8 of the brawlers, and I will show you all of those right now. First off, let's start off with Sprout. As you can see, we'll just go through his pins here. You can see them animated there on the top left-hand corner. The animated pins are really, really cool. And I eventually want to see them, of course, for all the brawlers, and I think that they will. But these look really awesome. Throw on some music. I'm going to show you all of the other pins for the other brawlers, which include Poco, Brock, Colt, Mortis, Shelly, El Primo, and Tara. Let's go. So we do have a brand new environment coming into the game, and it is called the Junker's Scrapyard. So let's take a look at this right now here. They got a lot of stuff down here. Look at the people's little eyes in the pipes. Interesting. Running around here. Lots of junk. Keep out. This is the first time I'm running around it as well. We've got the crane over there. The blocks look really cool. Like I said, they look like almost steel, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way in here. Okay, we'll just go up here. We've got Nani back there, and we got Scrappy on that side. Very cool. And then back over down to this side, there is, of course, more junk piles. We've got a little trailer. I suppose that's where Pam and, Jesse live. Awesome. And then down back here again to the very corner once again. Now, as you know, the trophy season has been extended to last 4 weeks. As you can see right here, 27 days left in the dev builds season. That means nothing to you guys, but you can see it's a month long. And with that has come some changes to the way you get star points. And I'll be completely honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of it, but here's the deal. If we take a look at the new rewards, what this means is that in the very beginning, you're going to be getting significantly less star rewards. Now, eventually, once you climb up to the higher trophies, once you climb up to, say, 750 or so, and a few months pass by, you will be getting better rewards, and it'll be easier to maintain them. But at the beginning, it's going to be a pretty significant nerf to how many star points you're going to be getting. So for the first couple of months, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, and I don't really like that. The goal is, of course, for the better players not to be stuck around in the 500 to 550 range, but to have them move up in trophies so that, A, their rewards will be similar to what they're getting now, as well as they'll be playing against players who are more on their skill levels. Players should eventually filter their way out of your matchmaking pool, and it should make it easier on you. However, if you stay in that 500 to 525 range and you don't go any higher, then it's going to be significantly less star rewards for you. So let's take a look at some of the map maker changes, because these are actually pretty cool. Well, one of the cool things is you can see immediately right here on the right hand side, you now have a grid. This is especially useful in Showdown, where you've got this massive map. So if you pop on the grid, you know exactly where the center is. That's really nice. I've always thought it was like in between his eyes, like a couple tiles lower. So now you know exactly where it is, and this should help you out making your own maps. Another cool feature is that from this menu, you can tap this button right here and you can go straight to friendly game, and it automatically opens up a friendly game with that map selected. Another cool quality of life feature is that now, whenever you have the mirror mode on and you place tiles, and say you want to move one of those, you just can grab them and it'll drag and it'll move all of them in a mirrored fashion. So that is really, really nice. All right, so now let's go over all these balance changes. I don't have fancy graphics for everything, so I'm going to read them all off to you while you're watching some gameplay of the new skins in action, and we're just going to go through them all because there's a ton of them. Let's start off with the buffs, and right at the top here in alphabetical order, 8-bit. Increased damage boosters damage boost from 30 all the way up to 50%. It's a massive buff. It's a massive buff. Bull is getting a buff. Berserker health triggering threshold has been increased from 40 to 60%. So at 60% of your health remaining, you'll get that Berserker increase. Colette is getting 2 buffs. Increased her health from 3,200 up to 3,400, as well as her star power mass attacks. The shield bonus has been increased from 10% up to 20%. Colt's getting 2 buffs. First one is going to be his main attack damage has been increased from 320 up to 360, and Slick Boots movement speed bonus increased from 10% to 13%. So now, if you're using Slick Boots, you will have the same speed as very fast brawlers. Very cool. Crow is getting sort of a buff. So his slowing toxin duration has been increased from 3.5 all the way up to 5 seconds. So that's actually a pretty big buff to that gadget, slowing toxin. Now, his defense booster shield amount has been nerfed from 60% to 40%. However, you can now use it 3 times per match instead of 2. So Daryl's tar barrel duration has been increased from 4 up to 5 seconds. Dynamite has seen his main attack reload speed increased by 6%, as well as his fidget spinner damage has been increased from 700 all the way up to 1200. Ems is getting 3 buffs. They have increased her main attack damage from 500 up to 520 damage, increased her super ability damage from 200 to 240, and buffed her hype star power. The healing is going to go from 320 per brawler all the way up to 420 per brawler if they're in her affected super area. Frank has seen his health increased once again, all the way from 6,400 up to 7,000 at base level, which means at max level, with the sponge star power, you will have 10,900 hit points. Gale is seeing his health increase from 3,400 all the way up to 3,600. Jackie is getting 2 buffs. First off, her Star Power Counter Crush is seeing the damage increase from 15 to 30%. It's a really big buff. And also, they have increased her main attack damage from 1,200 up to 1,280. Not as big, but still good. Jessie is getting 3 buffs. First off, her main attack damage is being increased from 840 to 920. They have increased the energized healing per shot from 800 up to 896 and increased Scrappy's health from 3,000 to 3,200. Leon is getting a buff to his Smoke Trail Star Power. They have increased the speed bonus from 24% all the way up to 30%. Mortis is also getting a buff. His lifesteal from his super is being increased from 100% up to 125%. So instead of getting like 1,200 hit points back, you're going to get like 1,500. It's a pretty sizable buff. Mr. P is getting his main attack damage increased from 700 up to 760. Nita is seeing her main attack damage also increase from 800 up to 880. And Bear With Me healing has been increased from 500 to 800 both ways. Pam is getting a round of 3 buffs. They have increased her super healing ability from 320 to 360 per second. Her star power, Mama's Hug, has also seen its healing increase from 40 up to 48 per enemy brawler hit. Mama's Squeeze damage has also been increased from 500 to 800. Now for Piper, they are increasing her Snappy Sniping ammo reload from 0.3 to 0.4 per hit. So the more shots you hit, you're going to reload faster with Piper and Snappy Sniping. Rico is getting 2 buffs. First off, his health is being increased from 2,600 to 2,800, as well as Super Bouncy damage bonus is being increased from 100 to 124. Sandy's Star Power Healing Winds has seen the healing increase from 250 to 300 per second. The last buffs here are going to be going to Shelly, and Shell Shock Slow Effect Duration has been increased from 3 seconds to 4 seconds, as well as Band-Aid Recharge Time has been reduced from 20 down to 15 seconds. So she'll get her Band-Aid back quicker, and with Shell Shock, she will slow enemies for even longer. Now, let's move over to the nerfs because there's been some pretty bad offenders, namely like Brock and Carl, and yes, they got hit pretty hard with the nerf bat, so let's take a look at those. So Brock is getting 4 nerfs. First off, they're reducing his health from 2,600 to 2,400. They're reducing his main attack damage from 1,100 down to 1,040. Incendiary damage per second is being reduced from 600 down to 520. And rocket fuel bonus damage has been reduced from 100% down to 50%. So big nerfs all the way around for Brock. Carl is receiving 1 big nerf and then a couple other tweaks. First off, they have nerfed his main attack range by about a tile or so, which is a pretty big nerf for Carl. Also, they have reduced his supercharge rate from his main attack slightly, although it still requires 6 hits to charge your super. And then they have increased his supercharge rate slightly from 17 to 16 hits while you're using his super. Now his Heat Ejector gadget has seen its damage increase from 300 up to 400 per second. So they're trying to level out Flying Hook and Heat Ejector. Is it going to be enough? We'll find out. The next one on the hit list here is going to be Gene, and he's getting some pretty massive nerfs as well. They have decreased his health from 3,400 down to 3,200. They have reduced his supercharge rate from his main attack. Instead of 3 hits, it will now require 4 hits to charge. His Lamp Blowout gadget has seen its radius reduced by 33%, so now it's the same size as Ems's gadget, as well as the healing from that gadget is going to be reduced. Instead of 700, it will now be 600. However, they will give you 1 extra charge, so instead of having 2 charges, it has been increased to 3. Spike is getting his main attack reload speed decreased by 5%. Tara has seen her health decreased from 3,400 down to 3,200, and her Psychic Enhancer duration reduced from 5 down to 4 seconds. And the last nerf on the list here is going to be for Tick. Tick is seeing his main attack reload speed decreased by 4.5%. There have been a couple of other smaller changes, which I actually really like. Say, for instance here, Crow, when you use his super, you now have a spot to tell you exactly where your super is going to land. So you don't have to kind of like think, oh, it's sort of in the area. Now you know exactly where it's going to hit. Very cool. This also applies to brawlers like Sprout and Piper. Piper's super, you'll know exactly where. And then Sprout, his normal shot is going to show this as well. So this is actually a really nice benefit for Sprout. You'll know exactly where you need to aim those shots. That's a very nice little quality of life feature right there. And lastly, in the other category, they have added support for new high refresh rate devices. But of course, if you're using, a OnePlus phone, then you don't have to worry about that. You've already been enjoying the beautiful 120 frames per second. There have also been a bunch of other smaller bug fixes, which I'm not going to go over. However, you can read those in the patch notes yourself. So there you guys go. That's the update in a nutshell. Went through it as quick as I could. Sorry I didn't have more time to do all the slick, cool things that I normally do. Again, it was my wife's birthday. I had to spend time with family. Family comes before everything else. So still got you guys all the information. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.